The golden era of Hollywood was truly remarkable, and the actors from that time were even more so. Interestingly, there are over 10 actors from that era who have reached 100 years of age or more and are still with us today. Let's talk about their current lives and look back on their past. Stay tuned as we take you on a nostalgic journey through your memories. Eva Marie Saint. Let me take you back to Albany, New York, 1924. That's where our first legend, Eva Marie Saint, was born on Independence Day. But here's something most people don't know. She never planned to be an actress. Eva was actually studying to be a teacher at Bowling Green State University when she lost a bet to a friend. The stakes? She had to audition for a school play. That single bet changed her life forever. Her big break came in the most spectacular way possible. In 1954, director Elia Kazan was looking for someone special to star opposite Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront. Eva was doing live television at the time. Yes, back when TV shows were performed live. She was actually pregnant during the filming, and the costume department had to keep letting out her clothes. But none of that mattered when she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Not bad for a first film role, but wait until you hear about her work with Hitchcock. When she starred in North by Northwest, Hitch had some very specific instructions for her. He told her to lower her voice, wear elegant clothes, and speak as if she was touching someone with her words. The result? One of the most sophisticated characters in thriller history. And those Mount Rushmore scenes? All real, no green screen. Eva did those stunts herself, climbing around on the presidential faces. At 100 years old today, Eva still has her quick wit and charm. Ray Anthony. Ray Anthony has just celebrated his 102nd birthday. Born on January 20th, 1922, Ray isn't just any musician. He's a true pioneer in the world of big band and jazz music. Imagine the sounds of the 1940s and 50s. Ray was right in the center of it all, leading his orchestra and thrilling audiences with his trumpet skills. Did you know Ray was also an actor? He made a memorable appearance in the classic 1984 film 16 Candles, showcasing his versatility beyond music. It's a testament to his enduring talent that he continues to be remembered in both music and film decades later. Ray's career took off in the 1940s when he joined the Glenn Miller Orchestra, where he truly honed his craft. His big band sound became synonymous with the era, and he later launched a successful solo career. With hits like Little White Cloud That Cried, he left a lasting mark on the music industry. Even now, Ray remains active, performing, and sharing his love for music. What an amazing journey it has been for him. Ray Anthony's life story is not just about music or film. It's a celebration of resilience, talent, and the magic of creativity. Isn't it inspiring to see someone still thriving and sharing their passion at such an incredible age? For more about Ray Anthony's impressive legacy, check out detailed sources like AllMusic and his official biography. June Lockhart. Born in 1925 to actor parents Gene and Kathleen Lockhart, June literally grew up on stage. Here's a wild fact. Her first role was playing her real mother's daughter in a Metropolitan Opera production when she was just 8. Talk about keeping it in the family. But June's career really took off when she made her film debut at age 13 in A Christmas Carol, acting alongside both her parents. Then came Broadway, where she won a Tony Award at age 25 for Love or Money. But here's what most people don't realize. Before she became everyone's favorite TV mom, June was a serious dramatic actress. Let's talk about those TV roles, though. As Ruth Martin in Lassie, she appeared in 208 episodes. Then came Lost in Space, where she played Dr. Maureen Robinson. Get this. She was one of the first female doctors on TV. The show might look campy now, but it was groundbreaking for its time. June's character was a biochemist who could pilot a spaceship in the 1960s. What's really cool is how June embraced her sci-fi connection. She became so interested in space exploration that NASA made her their official Goodwill ambassador. She's attended countless space shuttle launches and even has official NASA wings. At 99, she still keeps up with space news and loves chatting about the latest Mars missions. Peggy Weber. Imagine being so talented at voice acting that Orson Welles himself calls you his favorite radio performer. That's Peggy Weber. Born in 1925, she started on the radio when most kids were still playing with toys. At age 12, she was earning $12.15 per show, more than many adults made in a week back then. Here's something fascinating. Peggy could make herself sound like anyone. Child, elderly person, different accents, even animals. She's performed in over 12,000 radio shows. Just let that number sink in. If you listened to one show every day, it would take you nearly 33 years to hear them all. But Peggy wasn't just a voice. She worked with Charlie Chaplin in Monsieur Verdoux and appeared in countless TV shows. In 1984, when everyone said radio drama was dead, she founded the California Artists Radio Theater, CART. Why? Because she believed in the power of audio storytelling. Guess what? She was right. Today, with the podcast boom, her style of storytelling is more popular than ever. At 99, she's still producing radio dramas. Her secret, she says, keeping your imagination active keeps you young. She can still do all those voices. And she's trained generations of voice actors. Maria Riva. Being Marlene Dietrich's daughter wasn't easy, but Maria Riva turned it into an extraordinary life story. Born in 1924, she made her film debut at age 3, yes, 3, in The Woman Men Yearn For, alongside her mother. Here's what her childhood was like. No regular school, no normal playdates. Instead, she learned from tutors between takes on movie sets. She spoke German at home, English in public, French with her governess, and Spanish just because. By age 10, she could navigate Hollywood parties better than most adults. During World War II, while still a teenager, Maria joined the USO, entertaining troops in Europe. She actually crossed through active war zones to perform. After the war, she built her own career in television, appearing in over 500 shows. She made history as one of the first actors to perform a live television drama in the 1950s. But her greatest contribution might be her 1992 book about her mother, Marlene Dietrich. It took her 10 years to write, and it's considered one of the most honest Hollywood memoirs ever published. Today, at 99, she's a grandmother and great-grandmother who loves telling her grandkids about the golden age of Hollywood. Karima. Here's a story that sounds like a movie plot. A young French medical student named Myriam Charrière becomes an international film star known simply as Karima. Born in 1925, she never planned to act, but director Carol Reed saw her photo and knew she was perfect for Outcasts of the Islands. The fascinating part? She had zero acting experience. Yet she gave such a powerful performance that it launched an international career. That famous 112-second kiss scene? It caused censorship debates in multiple countries. Remember, this was 1991. What seems tame now was scandalous then. Karima went on to play characters of different nationalities, Egyptian, Italian, Indonesian, Indian, in films across Europe. She spoke 5 languages in her movies and worked in French, Italian, and British cinema. She married twice, first to a Greek actor, then to a British director, and became a true citizen of the world. Jacqueline White. Jacqueline White's story is about choosing your own path. Born in 1922 in Beverly Hills, she was literally in Hollywood's backyard. MGM discovered her in a play at UCLA and signed her immediately. No acting lessons, no struggle. Just pure natural talent. In just 8 years, she made 12 films. Her most famous? Crossfire, 1907, which was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, and The Narrow Margin, in 1952, now considered a film noir classic. But at the height of her fame, she did something unexpected. She walked away from it all. Why? Love. She married former Air Force pilot Neil Anderson and moved to a Wyoming ranch. Trading premieres for Prairie, she raised 5 children and lived the kind of life most Hollywood stars only played it in Western movies. The amazing part? She never regretted it. Today at 100, she still lives on that ranch, though she occasionally appears at film festivals where fans are amazed by her stories of old Hollywood. Tommy Dix. Tommy Dix had such a powerful voice that they called him the boy with the bass baritone voice. Born in 1923, he started in vaudeville at age 7, but it was his role in Best Foot Forward on Broadway in 1941 that made him a star. get this, they never used microphones for Tommy, even in the biggest theaters. His voice was just that powerful. He performed at the White House for President Roosevelt, who apparently requested 3 encores. The president told him, "Son, with a voice like that, you'll never need the atomic bomb." After his performing career, Tommy dedicated himself to teaching music to children. He believed every child deserved the chance to fall in love with music, just like he did. Even at 100, he can still belt out a tune that would put singers half his age to shame. Vincent Ball. Our final legend is Vincent Ball, born in 1923 in Australia. His story spans 3 continents and includes one of the most dramatic real-life events in film history. While filming in Australia, his plane actually crashed. He survived and went right back to acting talk about dedication. His biggest role came in Where Eagles Dare, 1968, with Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood. But here's what makes Vincent special. He worked steadily in Australian, British, and American productions, becoming one of the first truly international actors. Today, at 100, he lives in Sydney, where he's celebrated as Australia's oldest living actor. He still remembers every line from his major roles and loves telling stories about working with legends like Burton and Eastwood. Annette Warren. Let me tell you about one of the most fascinating stories in Hollywood history. Annette Warren, who turned 102 this year. You might not know her face, but trust me, you've heard her voice. She's the amazing talent behind some of Hollywood's most memorable musical moments. Born in Cleveland, Ohio in 22, Annette wasn't just any singer. She was Hollywood's best-kept secret. Here's something that'll blow your mind. When you watch old movies and hear Lucille Ball or Ava Gardner singing beautifully, that's actually Annette Warren's voice. She was what we call a ghost singer, the invisible star behind the stars. Let me share a fantastic piece of Hollywood history. Remember the classic film Showboat? When you see the gorgeous Ava Gardner singing Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man, that's actually Annette's incredible voice you're hearing. The studio wanted Gardner's character to have the perfect voice, and they knew exactly who to call. But here's what makes Annette extra special. She wasn't just a voice double, she had her own amazing career as a jazz vocalist. Picture this. New York City in the 1950s packed clubs like the Bonsoir and the Blue Angel, and there's Annette Warren on stage, mesmerizing audiences with her incredible voice. These weren't just any clubs. These were the places where legends were made. In 1907, she appeared in the film Lured. But this time, it wasn't just her voice, it was actually her on screen. The funny thing is, most people didn't realize that the same person who dubbed for major stars was an incredible performer in her own right. At 102 years old, Annette still loves music. She was performing live concerts well into her 90s. Can you imagine having that kind of energy and passion? Her last film appearance was in Out of Africa in 1985, but she never really stopped entertaining. When she was dubbing for other actresses, she would study their speaking voices for hours to match their tone perfectly. That's why when Lucille Ball breaks into the song in Sorrowful Jones, the transition is so smooth you'd never know it wasn't Lucy singing. Annette's career spans over 80 years. Think about that. She performed professionally before television was even common in American homes. She's seen the entertainment industry evolve from radio to streaming services, from vinyl records to digital downloads. Karen Marsh. Karen's journey began in the 1930s when she stepped into the spotlight as a dancer and actress. She made her film debut in the 1904 musical The Merry Widow, and from there, she quickly became known for her roles in various films, including Secrets of a Sorority Girl. But did you know that Karen also had a unique claim to fame? She served as a stand-in for Judy Garland during the filming of The Wizard of Oz. How amazing is that? Throughout her career, Karen appeared in over 50 films, showcasing her talent as both an actress and a dancer. Her contributions to the entertainment industry didn't stop with acting. She also worked behind the scenes, helping to shape the careers of other performers. Even in her later years, Karen remained active in the Hollywood community, attending film festivals and sharing her stories with younger generations. She embodies the spirit of resilience and creativity, proving that passion for the arts can truly last a lifetime. At 105, Karen Marsh's legacy lives on, reminding us all of the rich tapestry of Hollywood's history. Isn't it inspiring to see someone who has not only lived through but thrived in such a dynamic industry? As Elizabeth Waldo, born on June 18, 1918 in Los Angeles, California, Elizabeth is the third oldest living actor from the golden age of Hollywood. She has had an extraordinary journey as a composer, violinist, and ethnomusicologist. Did you know that Elizabeth was not just a talented musician, but also a pioneer in promoting the music of different cultures? Her early studies took her to Mexico, where she immersed herself in indigenous music, integrating those influences into her own compositions. This dedication to cultural music has made her an important figure in the preservation and promotion of world music. Elizabeth's career spans several decades, during which she composed music for television, film, and theater. One of her notable works includes her contributions to the score of the classic television show The Twilight Zone. Throughout her life, Elizabeth has been passionate about sharing her knowledge and love of music. Even at 106, she remains an inspiration, demonstrating that age is just a number when it comes to creativity and dedication to one's craft. Elizabeth Waldo's legacy is a beautiful reminder of the power of music to transcend boundaries and connect us all. Isn't it inspiring to see someone who has not only lived through history but has actively contributed to it?
June, Rosalind Spencer. Born on June 14, 1919, in Nottingham, England, June has had an illustrious career that has spanned over 7 decades. She is best known for her iconic role as Peggy Woolley in the BBC Radio 4 soap opera The Archers. Can you believe she started playing this character in 1950 and continued until her retirement in 2022? That's an astonishing run of over 70 years. June's journey into acting began when she joined an amateur dramatic society after leaving school. With a talent for performance, she quickly gained a reputation in the theater world. Besides her notable radio work, she also appeared in various television shows, including Doctors and 30-Minute Theater. Here's something fascinating. June was the last surviving original cast member of The Archers, which has become a beloved fixture of British culture. Her portrayal of Peggy, a character that evolved with the show, showcased her versatility and dedication to the craft. June's career wasn't just about longevity, it was about impact. She received several honors throughout her life, including being appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire, CBE, for her contributions to drama. Today, at 105, she serves as a beacon of inspiration, proving that passion for one's craft can truly stand the test of time. Isn't it incredible to think about the history she's witnessed and the countless lives she's touched through her work? Eileen Kramer. Eileen Kramer is the oldest living Hollywood actress. She is 105 years old and still going well. Born on November 8, 1914 in Mosman Bay, New South Wales, Australia, Eileen is a remarkable dancer, choreographer, artist, and actress. Can you believe she has been actively performing since around 1943? Eileen's journey began in the 1930s when she studied singing and music, but everything changed after seeing a performance by the Bodenwieser Ballet. That experience ignited her passion for dance, leading her to join the very company that inspired her. For the next decade, she toured Australia and even ventured abroad, showcasing her talent across France, New Zealand, South Africa, and India. Here's a fascinating tidbit. While living in Paris, she worked as an artist's model, posing for renowned artists. Imagine the stories she has from those times. After a significant hiatus to care for her partner, Baruch Shadmi, she returned to the stage in 1988 and continued to make waves in the dance community. Eileen's commitment to the arts hasn't wavered with age. In 2014, she choreographed and performed a dance piece called The Early Ones to mark her 100th birthday. Isn't that inspiring? Her creativity is still alive and thriving as she continues to create and perform even at 109. Together, these incredible performers represent nearly 800 years of entertainment history. They've seen the industry evolve from silent films to streaming services, from radio plays to podcasts, from black and white to IMAX 3D.